Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness. Might controls everything, and without strength, you cannot protect anything, let alone yourself.
These words would resonate with Vergil throughout the entire Devil May Cry series, for his quest for power might have always been his true downfall. Welcome to part 1, Vergil's motivation. So, who is Vergil? From pure aesthetics alone, Vergil undoubtedly is one of the coolest characters to ever be a part of a video game. Sorry, Dante fans. Arguably my favorite Capcom character of all time, Vergil possesses what's called as the Devil Trigger. He also has 3 devil arms which he gets throughout games, most notably Yamato, Beowulf, and Force Edge. And each of these weapons have their own unique style, have their own unique taste, and definitely conceptualizes who Vergil is as a character. Fast, quick, and taking you out in one shot. This guy, undoubtedly to me, definitely has the most compelling story. From his trauma as a child, to trying to obtain his father's power, to ultimately finding out that he's a father.
Nero! It's my son! Yeah, dumbass.
Having this connection with his brother that he finally understood in the events of Devil May Cry 5. But before we continue, let's go back to the beginning, where it all started, and find out who is Vergil. Vergil and his younger twin brother Dante were conceived by a human named Eva and a man named Sparta, who later in the story is revealed to actually be a demon, the demon who sealed the portal between the demon world and the human world. And throughout that time, as the 2 boys were conceived, they resided in a secluded mansion near Redgrave City. And growing up, Vergil would often fight with Dante over various things, and train alongside his brother with his father. And at some point, Vergil became quite a big fan of books. He eventually met a man who gave Vergil a collection of William Blake's poems, and as a gift, this man gave the books to Vergil, in which Vergil responded by writing his name on the back of the cover. Sometime before their 8th birthday, Eva gave Dante and Vergil each of the half of the perfect amulet. Around the same time, Sparta disappeared and later died from unknown circumstances, and even the twins were left vulnerable. At some point after these events, demons sent by the Prince Underworld Mundus attacked their home, setting part ablaze. During the attack, Vergil was playing alone at a playground a few yards from the house, where he was most likely ambushed. He found himself in a cemetery surrounded by demons. Upon seeing his house burning in the distance, Vergil awakened his inner demon and killed all the demons with Yamato. Vergil went on to run, believing his mother had abandoned him, a suspicion that would haunt him for the rest of his life. In actuality, Eva was killed while desperately searching for him.
Come here. You need to hide, Dante. No matter what happens, you mustn't leave. I need to find Vergil. I promise I'll be back. I know this is hard. You must listen to me. Be a big boy. A man, huh? If I don't return, you must run. By yourself, alone. You must change your name. Forget your past and start a new life. As someone else. A new beginning. Vergil! Where are you, Vergil?
This was also the last memory that Dante had of his mother, where she was calling out for Vergil's name, and the two brothers would not see each other for a very, very long time. It was this event that started Vergil's lust for motivation and power. While Vergil was to fend for himself, he grew up and became stronger, learning the true power of his sword, Yamato, and set off to discover the secrets of his late father. At least 1 year before the events of Devil May Cry 3, Arkham finds Vergil searching for a book in his library and tells him about the legend of the Tema Negru. Vergil endorses Arkham's plan to raise the Tema Negru, that if he resurrects the tower, he will be able to obtain his father's ultimate power. Let's keep in mind that Vergil's sense for power was because of the traumatic experience. Being alone, feeling lonely, and dealing with all of this trauma that he basically experienced as a kid is what motivated him to become more powerful, so that no demons, no harm would ever come to his way. Vergil's motivation for power may sound like simple storybook stuff, but it's a lot more than that. Vergil's not seeking out revenge, or like his brother Dante, kill demons for the safety of humans, at least when Dante knows his family's involved. But instead, Vergil seeks out the true nature of his inner demon and will destroy anything in his path, even his own blood, to get it. This narrative was very much prevalent throughout the entire story of Devil May Cry 3. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the next video, I'm going to talk more about why Vergil's quest for power and the events that transpired after his failure to obtain it may have cost him more than he ever realized.